Welcome back to Malachi's Journey to Financial Freedom. This is our July update. I know some people asked me on the Telegram group when I was going to do this, and guys, it's the weekend, which is when I have the time to do it. It's been a super busy week. I have been trying to test out more of the copy trading service, or actually, it's been a really busy month, I should say. Trying to fine tune that. And if any of you are watching the PAM, or if you're watching what's going on, it was in a really big drawdown because basically 3 different pairs that the overall group of bots are trading all went into deep drawdown and ended up just getting hedged. So let's jump in. Let's look at the results of what went on in the month of June. We'll be looking at the profits from June and the accounts from June 17th to July 17th. So first, we're going to look at the MyFX book for the 3 accounts that I'm running. The first one is the Valerie Trading portfolio mode. So I'm running PAI, Waka Waka, and Golden Pickaxe all in portfolio mode. And what I'm finding is that when run in portfolio mode, it is less risky. Now, this is filtered for 618 at 0001 to 717 at 2359. So we're getting that 1 month. And what we'll see here is the total drawdown in that month was 1.71%. We did 6.63% of profit. We made $1,008. I know over on Friday, it did go deeper, about a $700 drawdown into a gold trade as gold dropped from I think $2,500 down to $2,400. For open trades right now, we do show the open gold trades. And we did do a total of 72 trades in the month of June and July. And we can see that number right there. Second half of June did 3%. First half of July did 3.5%. So it's been quite decent for this portfolio mode running. Okay, here is my Euro USD scalper. It is running on Plexy trade. It is a 1 to 300 account. And what you will see here is that it was up about $607 on the 16th. On that day, it was getting down to about 150% equity, way higher than I like to see the drawdown, even though it wasn't anywhere near chance of blowing the account. And actually, it says it got to 2709 at some point. I went ahead and closed a trade, trying to open up a little bit of equity in the account just to make sure. And all the trades ended up closing for a loss. And I actually ended the day, I actually took a withdrawal also, but I ended the day with about $249 in profit for the month instead of $600. Had I just let it do its thing, everyone else said they did close the next day, and it was about a $200 profit on that trade. So I messed myself up on that one and ended up with a $249 profit as opposed to what should have been more. And now I see this, I'm going to have to go back and change my spreadsheet. So overall, I did end up not making money that I should have made on this had I let it go. But it did work. It does show that the drawdown on this was 16%. I do feel like it was a little higher than that. That's okay. We will move forward and move on. So it did make us, in the end, over 10% for the month. Last but not least is my new copy trading 1-to-1 account. And I will be honest, this was kind of a debacle this month. And I won't go into the whole reason why, but I connected it to an original copy trade account. The drawdown was at 20% when I set it up. And immediately had 2 pairs run deep again. And what you'll see is it did make 27%. this month in closed profits. The drawdown is at 50 or maybe a little lower than that now, but was at 51% total. And the reality is that's way too high for me. So I once again stopped the trading. This is the same copy account that the PAM works off of, but I stopped the trading. I put the hedge positions in place, and now it's just got to work its way out slowly. It either has to break out of the high and low of the hedge, or it has to be manually traded on small trades in between the high and low of the hedge. Unfortunately, even on a decent modified grid martingale system, this can happen. Had I not put the hedge in place, it may have blown the account, but it did eventually reverse and close a lot of, or what would have closed the trades. So had it not been 3 pairs at once, it would have been very manageable. It just happened that 3 pairs unrelated all kind of ran in one direction. And it's just something that happens, and then we'll have to deal with it. So I'm working on getting this back on track. Hopefully next month or September, we'll see this back where it's supposed to be. And really, my goal on this target is to put out a solid 8 to 10% a month. It's not to do 27% a month. But with the high return came the high drawdown because it was super volatile. So we'll get that back on track. And this is actually running, I think I have it. I did not filter this one. No. So we started this on the 15th, and just what you can see is the volume, it was doing fine. 10 to 12% drawdown, not a big deal. And then the trades just started opening and it just pulled too far apart. So I'm going to take a quick look at the PowerPoint and just break down the numbers, the referral numbers, and the profit. And really, I think we're going to be done for that for this month. There's not a whole lot going on in July. It's summertime. My son's home a lot, so I'm spending time with him. And I think I might be taking August as the month off from doing videos and come back in September. I think I might be taking vacation in August. Not 100% sure about that. I do have some interesting things I want to look at. I want to look at diversity. I know some of the guys in the Telegram group have mentioned that, and I've also looked at it as well. Crypto bots, specifically spot crypto trading bots, so they're not leveraged, as well as there's some leverage ones, but really if you're in the US, that's not an option to you. A lot of stuff is just getting blocked over and over and over again. So I'm going to look at some spot crypto trading bots, I think, in August, and then maybe do some reviews in September for that. If there's something you want to see, do me a favor, drop me a comment down below, and I'll take a look at it and see if it's something we can do a video on and talk about it. All right, next we're going to jump into PowerPoint and look at the overall numbers. Okay, we're looking back at bot profits. We just looked at the MyFX book. PAI made $1,008. The copy bot made $3,095. Euroscalper made $249. Total profit from bots, $4,352. Sales are $1,423. Those are from referral fees for buying the bots that I have links to. So I thank you very much for those of you that followed the links and bought the bots this month. Introducing broker referrals. Plexy Trade and Ox Securities, most of that's Plexy Trade. Thank you very much. I do like Plexy Trade. I don't just do this for the referrals, but I like the tight spreads, and I like it's either platinum or diamond. I think it's platinum account, has $2 commissions and super tight spreads. So if you're trading a bigger account, maybe you have a better broker. Let me know if you have a better broker. It's maybe 0 commissions and still 1 or 2 pips on the spread, points, pips, ticks, whatever. I always get them mixed up. I do like running the Euroscalper on that. And I do that because it does have sometimes a 0 spread and a low commission on Plexy Trade. The PAM made $723. It also, like the copy trading system, is in a very deep drawdown right now. It is being fixed. I am learning stuff. I should do another PAM video, but basically when money comes into a PAM, it doesn't necessarily it doesn't take any of the previous trades. So it dilutes the future trades, but it doesn't necessarily take on the past trades, or doesn't at all take on the past trades. So people that have been longer are seeing a deeper drawdown in their account. Credit card balance, after adding my expenses was $1,710. Going to pay 100% of it. I do think I'm going to take vacation in August, want to have all my bills paid off, and the new total is 0. Plus, it is coming up on the 12-month period, and while it was 12 pay periods that they were going to let me have free, I do think that on the last one, they're going to charge me interest. So I just went ahead, instead of paying half of it, I'm going to pay 100% and be done with the credit card. Here's our totals when we pulled the numbers today. PAI was at 16,230. Euro scalpers back to 2,000. I did reset it to 2,000. CopyBot is at 13,095. However, it is in a big drawdown. Cash, $2,233. Should be a comment on a decimal point there. I am going to reserve the cash back in case one of the accounts gets blown so we can restart, as we've seen that happen with Lucky Pips and with the high-risk copy trading system. We're rolling back the risk on the CopyBot, and it's still pushing really hard right now, but we'll get that fixed. Total, $33,518. Folks, it's been 11 months. I started with $10,000 in cash, and we have over tripled it in 11 months. While I may not be at my goal, I still think that's pretty darn good. And increase from last month, we are up $6,466. So YouTube is at 850 users. We need 150 more users in order to show the back end of what YouTube pays content providers. It does seem to have slowed down a little bit, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to slow down probably for the next few weeks on making videos, just so I can take a vacation as well. And I've been working a lot, as well as trying to get the CopyBot service to work right. I'm going to get that fine-tuned. We're doing another test with it, and I think by September we'll be ready to roll that out as a business. So if you have any questions or comments, do me a favor, leave them down below. And I am looking also at, I left a spot blank for another bot. I'm thinking about doing a crypto bot. So if you're interested in maybe spot trade crypto bots, leave me a comment down below, and I'll take a look at some of them and pick one out and do a review on that. I may work on that in August, so I may end up putting some videos out, but we'll see how it goes. So until next time, do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we're almost done with this 1-year journey. And while we're not quite at $9,000 a month, I will say that after 1 year, what I make, 64, 66 this month, making $6,000 in the month is not bad as a side job. Relatively passive income. I make 1 video a week is my goal. I don't always make that, as well as I did spend some money on bots, but I've paid off the credit card. We're 3 times where we were when we started. So overall, I think it's been pretty good. If you have any questions or comments, once again, leave them down below, and I will see you again.